When Guy asked me to write this forward, my list of to-write items was at 21. I had just returned from Tanzania and Uganda. Before that, I was in Japan and South Korea. The next week, I would be in Canada, the United States, and Brazil, and then I was due to be off to Spain and Switzerland, and finally back to L.A. So I really didn't have time. But Guy is a friend, and because this book provides guidance that will help people find a way of living their lives in a world of increasing uncertainty and complexity, I said yes. In fact, in the time since I agreed to his request, the state of things has grown even worse, and more people are becoming depressed because of changing weather patterns, loss of species, and the horrors of war. In Think Remarkable, Guy discusses 3 qualities: growth, grit, and grace, that can help us adapt and survive in these tumultuous times. And he explores ways we can move toward a world changed for the better. Clearly, growth, in the sense of adapting to rapid change and coping with new, difficult, and often unforeseen challenges, is important. On a planet with finite natural resources, already running out in some places, and growing populations of humans and livestock, we must change the way we conduct business, the way we grow our food, and so on. Think Remarkable argues that we must develop a new mindset. To survive in this rapidly changing world, we must push ourselves to grow mentally, to find new ways of living our day-to-day lives, and to develop technology that will help us live in greater harmony with nature. We must grow emotionally and ethically so that we can cope with problems such as poverty, racism, and discrimination. And for us to develop this new mindset, we must have grit. We must be able to endure. As climate and weather patterns change, animals and plants that cannot adapt or move to more suitable environments will gradually become extinct. With our highly developed intellect, we can find ways of adapting, but only if we have grit, the courage to tackle what at first seems overwhelming. We must have the courage of our convictions, to stand up to corporations and governments that put short-term profit above protecting the environment for future generations. One of my own reasons for hope is the resilience of nature, and this book clearly explains the principles that can help us to cultivate resilience, empowering us to stand steadfast, stay true to our values even when we are up against overwhelming odds. We must take lessons from the resilience of Mother Nature. As I travel around the world, I have seen so many places that were once almost entirely destroyed as a result of human activity, but where, when given time and perhaps some help, nature has returned, and plants and animals have been given another chance. We, too, must learn to withstand the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, and we must take courage from the amazing men and women who have accomplished what seems impossible and never given up, despite being reviled or even imprisoned for their beliefs or their actions.